Thank you for tuning in with Amber Brewster Pilates. We're going to get started today seated on our mats. So you'll bring your feet hip distance parallel. You'll be seated upright. Your hands will come behind your thighs. And you'll sit nice and tall. Go ahead and close your eyes. And just take this moment to tune into your breath and your body. Inhaling fully and exhaling completely. Inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Continue feeling the spine growing tall with each inhale breath. And each exhale breath, the ribs funnel together. Inhale side to side, expanding the ribs out laterally. Exhale, knitting the ribs back together. 2 more full deep breaths. Exhaling out the mouth. Next deep inhale, extend the spine up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, stretch the arms forward, pelvic curl to round the spine. Inhale, open the arms to a T, and exhale, pelvic curl, arms come forward to 90, moving with the breath. Inhale, lifting tall, arms to a T. Exhale, pelvic curl, C curve. Inhale, lift up tall, stretch those arms back. And exhale, round into that C curve. Open for 3. So you're getting a stretch of those chest muscles. Exhale, round. But really release the rib flare. So you want to keep the abdominals engaged. Exhale, round. Last one, inhale, sit tall. Hold the arms there, palms down, small circles clockwise. 3, 2, 1. Reverse that direction. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause the arms, turn the palms up. As you bring your arms forward, round the spine, roll back to a point to where you come into your chest lift position, pulling the heels back towards the bum. So your fingertips are reaching towards the heels. Maybe they touch, depending on your arm length, that may change. Little pelvic curl, imprint the low back. Yes, you're feeling those belly muscles right here. I want you to hold that position. Notice your front rib area. Can you pull it back towards the spine a little more, giving yourself a little more lift? Hold. 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Stretch the arms overhead. Sweeping the arms down by the hips. Exhale, curl up, chest lift. Inhale, the arms reach overhead. Lower the head down. Circle the arms around as you curl up, head, neck, shoulders lift. Gaze between the knees. Inhale, lower down. Gaze comes up towards the ceiling. Exhale, chest lift. The arms circle around, palms face down. Inhale, lower down, palms face up. As you sweep the arms around, draw them towards the hips. And inhale, lower down. 1 more. Exhale, curl up, chest lift. Little pelvic curl, imprint the low back, so that deep C curve. Little pulses, reaching the fingers to the heels. Pulse up and up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, stretching the arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, stretch the left leg out, pull the right knee into the chest, and pull the knee in deeply towards the chest as you reach your tailbone long so you get the stretch through the back of the right leg. Left hand comes over to the left side, draw the right knee out to the right side, just a little stretch here for your hip. And then guide the right knee across the body, left hand to the outside of the right knee, gaze over your right arm. Back through center, inhale, hands around the knee, roll the ankle out, clockwise and counterclockwise, reversing the direction of the ankle circles. Pause the right ankle, stretch both legs out, the arms stretch overhead. Inhale. Exhale, left knee pulls into the chest. Just feel that length of the right leg reaching forward as you pull the left knee in more towards the chest. And elongate your tailbone towards your right foot so you get even a deeper length into the back of that left thigh. Releasing the right arm to a T. Left knee to the left side. Gentle left inner thigh stretch. And up and over, spine twist. The right hand comes to the outside of the left knee and your gaze goes over the left hand. Keep the breath flowing. Exhale, pull it back through center. Pull the knee into the chest. On your inhale, stretch arms and legs overhead. Exhale, sweep the arms back down by the sides, pressing down into the mat with the arms. Bend the knees. Feet will be flat on the mat. Actively press the arms into the mat. Can you feel the shoulder blades tuck under the rib cage so you keep your chest open, collarbone to collarbone? Inhale and exhale, pelvic curl. Roll the spine up away from the mat as you lift your hips up. Hold at the top to inhale. Exhale, roll the spine down, bone by bone. Release through neutral to inhale. 3 more. Exhale, moving with the breath. Pelvic curl, peel the spine off the mat. Inhale, front to back. Expand the ribs. Exhale, funnel the ribs down and forward as you release the spine down through neutral to inhale. Exhale, pelvic curl, roll the spine up. As you lift the hips, a little tuck of that pelvis, sending the tail between the knees. And exhale, roll the spine down. Release through neutral, inhale. 2 more, exhale, pelvic curl, roll up, lift the hips up. Make sure those big toes are touching down. Whole foot presses into the mat. Exhale, roll the spine down. Release through neutral, inhale. And exhale, pelvic curl, roll up, lifting the hips. Notice if you've let the front ribs expand up towards the ceiling, I want you to think of funneling the front ribs forward towards the pelvis, keeping the abdominals engaged as you lift those hips a little higher. Moving the heels, lift the heels up and lower the heels. Think of footwork. As you lift the heels, you roll up right through the base of the second toe, so you have equal pressure through both balls of the feet. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift 4, 3, lift 2, 1 more. Keep the heels lifted, roll the spine down. Release through neutral, lower both heels. Go ahead and bring your hands behind your head. Allow the elbows to fall open and feel the stretch into the chest muscles. Focus on your spine here, a little pelvic curl, and notice the spine just between the shoulder blades all the way down to the pelvis, maintaining connection into the mat. Full inhale breath, expand those ribs. Exhale completely, funnel the ribs together and towards the pelvis. 3 more, inhale, expanding. Exhale, the ribs funnel together and towards the pelvis. Inhale, deep breath. As you exhale, draw the belly in and up under the navel, and release as you inhale. Exhale. Now draw the elbows in about 1 inch so you can see them in your periphery. Exhale, chest lift, gaze comes between the knees. Keep those elbows wide. Inhale, lower down. Pull the right knee into tabletop as you curl up. Exhale. Lower the right foot, lower the head, the chest. Exhale, curl up. Left leg floats into tabletop. And lower down. Inhale. Exhale, right leg up. And lowers. Exhale, chest lift, left knee in. And lower. 2 more. Exhale, curl up. Pull that right knee in towards the chest. Lower down, last one. Exhale, curl up, left leg in. Hold it there. Keep your lifted chest. Begin to alternate the legs. Right and left. Toes tap down, keeping the tuck of the pelvis. Feel the challenge to those belly muscles. Keeping the spine touching the mat from your sacrum between the base of the shoulder blades. Notice how it wants to lift. With each exhale breath, keep drawing the belly in and up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the right foot, left foot, lower down. You'll bring your arms out to a T, palms face up. Stretching the left leg out. Pull the right leg into tabletop for your hip circles. Kicking your right straight leg up, keep the foot pointed. And bend the right knee, inhale. Exhale, stretch that right leg up. Feel the stretch to the back of the leg each time. Bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. Hold it up. Right leg is 90. Really focus on keeping that leg straight. Now flex the foot and point. Flex and point. 4. Keep that left leg active, pressing down into the mat. 3, 2, 1 more. Right foot flexes. Arms are actively pressing into the mat. Hip circles, cross over the left leg, circle down, around, out to the outside, back up. Exhale, circle. Inhale, circle. Exhale, 3. Inhale, 2. Last one. Pause and reverse. Inhale to the right, cross over the left, pause. Exhale, circle. Inhale, keep that pelvis stable. And 3. Circle, 2. Last exhale breath, full circle, pause. Bend the right knee and slide that right leg down. Inhale to exhale, left leg into tabletop. Next exhale breath, kick the left leg up. Feel the stretch to the back of the leg. Inhale, bend the leg. And exhale, stretch left leg. Inhale, bend. 2 more. Exhale, left leg kicks up and bends. Kick the left leg straight up. Hold it there. We flex the left foot, drawing the toes to the knee, and point the foot, toes to the ceiling. Flex and point. 4. Feel that ankle joint flexing and extending. Plantar flexion, dorsiflexion. 2. Last one, we flex the foot, hold position. Right leg is pressing down into the mat and active. Arms are pressing down, keep those shoulder blades back. Inhale, cross over the right leg and pause. Exhale, circle and pause. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Last one. And pause, reversing the direction. Circle out to the left side, cross over the right. Circle. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 3. Inhale, 2. Exhale, last one. Pause. Bend the leg in tabletop. Hold that leg in tabletop to float the right leg into tabletop. Hands come behind the head. Inhale, breath, lengthen spine. As you exhale, chest lift. Hold it there. Inhale, circle the arms around the thighs. Exhale, curl up, press the thighs into the hands, keeping that nice C curve. You're going to balance just between the sit bones and the sacrum there. You're going to lift up by pulling into the back of the thighs. Can you get the back muscles to lengthen the spine even longer out through the crown of the head? So your arms are actively pulling the knees into the chest. You have that deep C curve with the pelvic curl, keeping the belly muscles drawing in and up. And you're holding here. Point those feet. Keep the feet as high as the knees. We're going to roll back down. Take an inhale breath, lengthen up, and then exhale. Tuck the pelvis to roll back. Feel those belly muscles control the roll down. Pull the knees in toward the chest, bend the elbows. Exhale, chest lift, knees over hips. Hold here, take an inhale breath. Get those biceps working and shoulders pulling towards the spine. As you exhale, curl up. It keeps that chest open so the shoulders aren't rounding forward. You lift up, sit a little taller. Inhale, lengthen the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Point those feet, be precise in your movement. Coordinate here, stabilizing the pelvis as you tuck to curl back. Those arms go a little straighter. As you roll back, pull the knees into the chest. One more. Inhale. Exhale, chest lift. Now push the thighs into the hands to give you that roll up. Lift up as you inhale. Find length in the back body. Open chest. Set the right foot down, left foot down. You're going to stretch both legs out as wide as your mat for your spine stretch. We'll reach our arms circled overhead to inhale. Lower the arms to 90, straight out from the chest. Palms to face down to the floor. Exhale, peel the head, the chest away from the wall. Find that C curve in your spine. Now, send your taillights back and lengthen out, trying to hinge more at the hips to get the spine to lengthen. And then you're going to lift the arms up, neutral spine all the way back to start, and exhale, lower the arms. Inhale, arms float overhead. Exhale, you round the spine away from that imaginary wall. Flip the taillights up as you lengthen the spine. Lift the arms. Can you lengthen that mid-back? Good. Exhale, circle the arms down. Inhale, circle the arms overhead. Lower to 90. Peel the head, chest round forward, C curve. Flip taillights up. Hinge at those hips. Reach the arms up. Find that length as you sit tall. And exhale, lower the arms. One more. Inhale, circle the arms up. Lower the arms to 90. Exhale, round forward. It's pulling that low belly back to the spine. Hinge forward. Inhale, lift the arms. Sit up a little taller. And exhale, lower both arms. Float the arms up 90 degrees from the shoulders. Arm work. Bend the elbows. Lined up next to the shoulders, so you have your goalpost arms. And then rotate down and stretch forward. Sit up really tall through those sit bones, and remember you can always place a pillow or a blanket underneath your seat if you need that. Bend the elbows. Exhale, rotate the back of the hands to the wall behind you. Rotate forward, stretch the arms forward. Two more like this. Bend, exhale, rotate, lift up, inhale, and exhale, rotate, and inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend the elbows. Sit up tall, inhale. Exhale, press the back of the hands back, hold it there. From here, you're gonna stretch the arms straight up, gaze up. Imagine the back of the hands are pressing into a wall behind you. Get a little back extension, a little lift of the breastbone, as if I was placing my hand between your shoulder blades and giving you that support to back bend over from between the shoulder blades. Gaze forward, bend the elbows, rotate the arms forward and stretch them out. 3 more like this. Pull the arms back. Rotate back of the hands back. Push the arms up. Lift the chest, the heart is open. Bend the elbows, gaze forward. Rotate the shoulders, palms down, and stretch the arms forward. Bend the elbows. Back of the hands, rotate back. As you push the arms up, imagine you're pressing those arms into the wall. Now lift the chest, inhale, lower down, sliding those elbows back down. Rotate forward with the arms and stretch the arms forward. Last one, sit up a little taller, relax those hip flexors. I can see you feeling them. Try to squeeze your sit bones and get a little lift out of your seat so you get the underside of the legs working versus just the hip flexor gripping to hold you. Inhale, bend the elbows, rotate back of the hands. Exhale, stretch it up, hold there. Inhale, lift the heart up higher. Get a little lift out of those sit bones and bend the elbows, gaze forward. Rotate forward and stretch the arms forward. Bring those feet together. Inhale, the arms lift. Round the spine down as you exhale. A little stretch here. Hands just come down to the mat. And I want, with each inhale breath, think of the crown of the head reaching out forward or the chest bone reaching forward for the toes. A little tuck of that chin, lengthen back of the neck, so you don't want to kink the neck. So with each inhale breath, reaching that chest more forward, and as you exhale, the belly muscles pull back towards that low spine. Full inhale breath, full exhale. 2 more. Try to flex those feet, reaching out through the heels so you get a stretch to the back of the legs. Slowly rolling up to sit tall. We're going to lie on our right side. Okay, so you're going to line up with the long edge of your mat, your back against it. Your feet will come forward about 30 degrees out from the hips, pointing both feet. Your left hand will be just in front of your chest. Right arm can be bent, more stability, or straight, a little more challenging. Pointing both feet. Inhale to exhale, lift both legs together. And inhale, lower. As you lift, the hips are stacked, but that right side body can press into the mat. And lower. Exhale, lift. And lower. Lift for 3 and lower. Exhale, lift for 2 and lower. Next time we lift, we hold both legs. Top leg goes behind you. Bottom right leg goes forward. I want you to lift the legs even higher. Hold here. Bottom leg lifts. And lifts 1 inch, maybe 2. Lift 3, lift 2, lift 1. Now scissor the legs. Top leg comes forward and scissor. Keep them elevated and scissor. And scissor 3. Left leg comes forward. And scissor 2. Finish with that left leg. 1 more set. Right leg kicks forward. Left leg kicks forward. Hold that left leg forward, bend your right knee, and set that leg down. You're gonna bring that left leg in line out from that left hip. Now here, the right side body stays off the mat. You wanna keep those hips stacked. Go ahead and bring the left hand to your left hip and push that left hip as if you were reaching your left toes away from the pelvis. Okay, now keep those hips stacked, they don't move. You're gonna tap the left toe down and exhale, lift. Lower and lift. Think of the left big toe tapping and the left outer heel lifting to the ceiling. 2, lift 1, lower through parallel, flex the foot, and then it's gonna be kind of a droopy foot today. Just like hanging out, chilling, okay? So you're gonna kick the leg forward and sweep it back. Inhale forward and exhale back. And with my floppy foot, it makes it look like I'm dropping my foot, but I want you to really keep that hip to the ankle in line, parallel to the floor. And back. 2, and back. 1 more. Sweep it back. Now you'll kick it forward, 90 degrees at the hip, straight leg. You're gonna lift the leg and lower. Lift and lower. Imagine that outer left heel is lifting to the ceiling. Lift 3, lift 2, lift 1. Now from here, this high point, we drop and drop and drop. Controlled from that left outer hip. Drop, drop, drop. Now we're gonna do pulses. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last set. 2, 3, 4, 5, and drop. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it there. Think of your sit bones squeezing together. Notice how that changes the length in your torso. Yes, feel the burn. Sweep it back. You're gonna stretch that bottom leg out, bringing your left hand forward of the chest. Can you float both legs? Stretch them out, just like where we started. You're gonna bend the left knee, bring that left foot down in front. Full external rotation from the hip. The left toes will point towards the right foot. So you're almost in line here, but that left foot will be slightly forward. You're gonna flex the right foot. Right inner thigh lifts the leg. And lift. 4, 3, lift 2, lift 1, hold that right leg strong, little pulses. Can you lift that right leg higher? Now feel that left inner ankle lifting and pulsing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Point the foot, small circles with that leg. 6 and 5. Circle 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction. 6, 5. Good work. 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower the leg. Go ahead and push yourself up. We're going to come into a Z-sit with the right shin parallel to the long edge of the mat. Your left shin will be parallel to the short edge of the mat. And here you want to align your spine up nice and tall. So you might feel a little side bend. Go ahead and just prop up the right sit bone to give you that lift out of the hips that you'll need. Inhale, stretch the arms out to a T. As you exhale, lower the right arm down and stretch the left arm overhead. That right forearm can come to the mat, Can you reach your left sit bone towards the mat so that left hip doesn't lift away from the mat? Inhale, reaching out through the left fingertips. As you exhale, push into that right hand, lift up, arms to a T, side bend over to your left. Feel the change and difference between the two sides. Inhale, upright, neutral. Keep that right arm straight this time. As you exhale, side bend over, stretch that left arm overhead. Gaze follows the left hand, reach it up. Inhale, threading the needle. As you exhale, rotate under that right arm. Inhale, open to a T, gaze follows left hand, and exhale, rotate, thread under right. Inhale, open the chest, and exhale, rotate. Inhale, open, 2 more. As you rotate, feel those right ribs pull to the left side. Inhale, open, and exhale, rotate. Hold it there. Left hand comes straight out from the shoulder onto the mat. Walk the right hand out wider. On your inhale, press down into the heel of the hands, pulling them back to extend the spine and try to get your shoulders squared forward. As you exhale, push into the mat, round the spine. Inhale, heel of the hands pull back to create this sense of open chest, collarbone to collarbone. Exhale, flex the spine, round, push into the mat. Inhale, extend the spine, gaze up and forward. Exhale, round, push into the mat. Find that deep connection through the arms. Inhale, extend the spine, pulling the heel of the hands back. You get a little more lift. And exhale, round. Inhale, extend, lift the chest. Walk that right hand back through center. Open the left arm, twist. Bend the right elbow and exhale, push up. Left arm down, side bend over, stretching that right side. Inhale up, arms to a T, and relax the arms down. We'll lie down on our left side. Align your spine and torso along the back edge of the mat. Legs will be about 30 degrees in front of your hips. Right hand will be just in front of your chest. Left arm bent, more stable. Left arm straight, a little more challenging. You'll take an inhale, lengthen the crown of the head away from the hips. Reach your feet out of the hips. As you exhale, lift both legs up and lower. And if you notice your left armpit coming up, you're not properly using your oblique muscles. As you exhale and lift those legs, that left side presses into the mat to use that right oblique to lift the legs and hips higher and lower. Exhale, lift and lower. Exhale, lift for 2 and lower. Next time we lift, we're gonna hold those legs up high. Right leg goes back, left leg comes forward. Think of scissor legs. Stretching that right toe back. Can you elongate the legs even more? The left leg lifts. That's your bottom leg, lifting an inch or 2 higher. And lift 4, lift 3, left lifts 2, 1 more, hold it high. Now we scissor the legs. Right leg comes forward, left leg back. Swizzer and sit, switch. And switch, right leg kicks forward, left leg back. Keep the length in the legs, reaching out of the hips through the feet. And kick. And switch. And switch. 2 more sets. And switch. And right leg forward. and left leg forward, and right leg forward. Bring that left leg forward, hold it there. Can you lift those legs even higher? Bend the left knee, place that left leg down. Right hand comes to that right hip. Press into the right hip to reach and remind you to keep the right hip stacked so the left side body does not press more into the mat now. So the idea is keeping your spine neutral here. So slightly internally rotated, the foot is pointed. Tap down with the right big toe and exhale, lift the heel to the ceiling. Lower straight leg and exhale, lift. Notice if your hips are rolling back, you want to keep that right hip stacked on top of the left. Lift for 3. Exhale, lift for 2. Exhale, lift. Lower to parallel. Floppy foot. Okay, that right hand is going to come down in front of the chest. You'll kick that right straight leg forward and right straight leg back. Kick it forward on an inhale. Exhale back. Inhale, 4. It's a hip hinge. Exhale back so the pelvis is not tucking or moving. It's stable. Coming forward for 2. Coming forward. Last one, sweep it back. Now we'll bring the leg forward. Feel the sit bones connect a little more. So you have this inner thigh connection. And then you're going to lift that top right leg up and down. Lift and lower. 3 and 2 and 1. Now we drop and drop. Drop. 3, 2, 1. Now 3 sets of pulses. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, and drop. 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last set. 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5. We pause and hold. Get a little sit bone connection. Feeling that wrap of that glute, that burn of the glute. Hold through your breath. Exhale, releases any tension. You're going to sweep that right leg back. Point the foot. You're going to stretch that left leg out. Point that foot. Both legs stretching out. Keep that left leg lifted as you bend your right knee and plant the right foot on the mat. Okay, so that right knee, right hip is all externally rotating. So that knee is actively pressing back without you pushing on it. Okay, so now we're going to flex the left foot. Lift the heel up. Straight leg lift. Feeling that left inner thigh lift. Lift for 3. Lift 2. Lift 1. Little pulses. Inside heel. Pulses higher. And up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the foot. Small circles clockwise. Maybe your circle looks like a star. No judgment. Just know those muscles are saying, I don't want to work. And you're going to say, yes, you're working today. And we switch that circle. 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that leg up. Kick that right leg out. Stretch it out. Lift both legs. Bend the bottom leg. Push yourself up for mermaid. Left lower leg is parallel to the long edge of the mat. Right lower leg is parallel to the short edge of the mat. With that left leg forward, if you feel like you're side bending too much and seated, go ahead and prop up that left hip so it gets you lifted so you can actually side bend properly. Inhale, the arms come to a T. Exhale, lower the left hand, bend the left elbow, and lower down as you stretch the right arm overhead. Reach your right sit bone down to the mat so you find that full length, stretching through the right side body. Inhale, stretch out through the right fingertips. As you exhale, press into that left hand, press up. Inhale. Exhale, side bend right. Hand lowers down. You stretch left arm overhead. Inhale, upright, spine grows tall. Left arm stays straight as you exhale. Reach that right arm overhead. Reach the right sit bone into the mat. Gaze follows the right hand as you stretch it up. Inhale. Thread under, threading the needle under the left arm. Inhale, we unwind, open the chest. Exhale, thread under. Inhale, open. As you exhale and thread under, it's that left rib cage pulling back. Inhale, open. As you exhale and rotate, those ribs pull back to increase the rotation. Inhale, open, last one. Exhale to rotate. Go ahead and bring the right hand in front of the right shoulder. Left hand walks out so you're wide on the mat. Inhale, pull the heel of the hands back to lift the heart up and forward, extending the spine. Exhale, round the spine, push into the mat. Try to find equal pressure in both hands as you inhale, extend. And exhale, round. Inhale, lift, reach out through the crown of the head. And exhale, round. Two more. Inhale. And exhale, get those right shoulders to drop down. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, round. Left hand comes back to the center. Right arm opens in rotation. Exhale, push into that left hand, press up, inhale. And exhale, side bend over to the right. Stretch the left arm overhead. And upright, inhale. And lower the arms. Go ahead and lie down on your back. 100 prep into your Pilates 100. Lying down, we'll float the right leg into tabletop and then the left leg. Squeeze the legs together as one unit. Stretch the arms overhead to inhale. As you exhale, arms come up to 90, then you curl the head, neck, shoulders forward. Hold into your chest lift, a little pelvic curl. Inhale, lower the head, the chest, the arms stretch overhead. Exhale, chest lift. And inhale, lower. Notice where the shoulders are through this. Are they coming forward as you exhale, meaning coming in and caving the chest? Or can you keep those shoulder blades squeezing towards the spine in an open chest? Inhale, the arms reach overhead. Next exhale breath, we curl up, we hold, kick the legs to 90. Pump the arms up and down. Maybe you lower the legs for additional challenge. Make sure the pelvic curl keeps your low back engaged and the belly muscles supporting that low back. If you notice the back lifting away from the mat, pull the legs back up to 90 or somewhere in between. Inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. 5 more sets. In 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 2, 3, 4, 5 and in. 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more sets. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause on the inhale, lift the legs to 90. Bend the knees. Lower the right foot, left foot, stretch the arms overhead to inhale. Legs outstretched. Pull the knees into the chest. Single leg stretch, curl up. Hands come to the front of the knees. You're going to stretch your left leg out. Hands are on the shin of the right leg. Can you elongate your tailbone a little more towards your left foot? And now we switch. And switch. Left knee in and right knee in. Left. You're pulling into the shin at the same time. The shin is pushing into the hands to more deeply draw in the abdominals. 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it there. Left knee is pulled in. We're going to move into crisscross. Hands come behind the head. As you switch the legs, rotate right. Left leg stretches, you're rotating right. And switch. Right leg stretches, rotate left. And switch. Rotate right. Switch. Rotate left. And switch. 4. Switch. 3. And 2. Last one. Back through center. And lower the head down. Pull the knees into the chest. Go ahead and begin to rock back and forth along the spine. We're going to roll ourselves up into quadruped on all fours. Hands will come underneath the shoulders. And if you need to, you can always roll up your mat to get those wrists out of that deep wrist bend. Bringing the heel of the hand up a little higher than your fingertips. Okay, so just a little arm work first. Wherever your wrists are, I want you to begin pulling them up, one hand at a time, drawing the thumb up towards the armpit, and then setting one hand down as the other hand lifts up. And just feel the weight transfer from right to left, and bring your attention to your right side ab and left side ab. And just notice how the body automatically tries to stay engaged from one side to the other. Four. Last 2. Lower the arms. Go ahead and lower the chest. You're dropping the chest between the shoulders and then pressing up away from the mat. Gaze stays between the thumbs as you lower the chest and press it up. Keep the arms straight. So it's the shoulder blades retracting and protracting. So when you retract, those shoulder blades squeeze towards the spine, they protract, and you spread the scapula away from the spine. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Now find yourself right in the center of those 2 positions. Neutral spine through the crown of the head, out through the tailbone. Cat stretch. Tuck the pelvis, round the spine, gaze at the thighs. Inhale through neutral spine, lengthening the spine. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, round. Inhale, lengthen through neutral. 1 more. Exhale. Tuck the pelvis, more about the pubic bone, drawing forward and up towards the sternum. Inhale through neutral. You're going to stretch your right arm, fingertips touch down to the mat, thumbs up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, lift the right arm up. And inhale, tap. And exhale, lift. Lower, lift 4. Lower, lift 3. Lift 2. One more, lift the right arm and exhale, stretch the left leg back. Arm and leg are floating. Think of your left hand on the mat and right knee on the mat, pulling towards each other, and notice how you get a little more lift up away from the mat. Now lower the right hand down, hold here, tap the left toe, and exhale, lift straight leg. Pelvis remains stable. So when the left leg goes up, the pubic bone comes forward and towards the sternum, so the belly muscles stay engaged the whole time. Because otherwise you start to drop into the low back, and you want to keep the abs supporting the spine. So the back of the left leg is lifting the leg up. Last one. And bend the knees, set the foot down. We'll do the other side. Left arm stretches out forward. Keep the pinky down on the mat. Left thumb to the ceiling. As you exhale, straight left arm lifts and lowers. Exhale, lift and lower. Lift 4, tap. Lift 3, and tap. 2 more. Lift the left arm, hold it up, exhale, stretch that right leg back. We hold, stretch it out long. Now focus on the hand and knee on the mat. Pull the right hand and left knee towards each other. Get a little more abdominal support. Left hand goes down to the mat, and we tap the right foot and lift. So thinking of that right hip as your pivot, you tap and lift. We call it a hip hinge. Keep that right leg nice and straight, tone front to back with the muscles. And keep that pubic bone drawing forward towards the sternum. 3, lift 2, lift 1. You'll step the right ball of the foot down. Stepping that left foot back, come into your plank position. We'll take an inhale. Hold here as you exhale, inverted V. Send your hips back, folding at the hips. Push into the hands. As you are pushing into the hands, you're reaching your tail up towards the ceiling and elongating your spine. Reaching the heels down. On an inhale, unfold at the hips, come forward to plank. Exhale, inverted V, press into the hands, fold at the hips. Pushing into the hands, thumb, index finger, so you get this little internal rotation of the forearms. And then notice your armpits. Can you get the shoulder blades to pull up towards the pelvis? Now you're going to run your feet. Left knee bends. And switch, right knee bends. Continue alternating right and left, keeping your pelvis stable, no movement side to side. And you can see your feet, so you're rolling up right through the base of the second toe. So you have equal pressure through the toes as you come forward and reach back through the heel. 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten both legs. Bend the knees. Lower them to hover 6 inches off the mat. 3, we hold. For 2, we hold. And 1 to lower the knees. Send your hips back into shell stretch or child's pose. Arms are reaching out forward. The forehead is on the mat. With each exhale breath, pulling the belly away from the legs. We'll come forward on an inhale. You're going to come onto your belly. Hands will stack underneath the forehead. You're going to keep your hands and head glued together. On your inhale, lift the hands with the head off the mat about 1 inch. Little tuck of the pelvis. Feel those belly muscles pulling in. Tailbone elongates to the feet. Lift the right leg. Stretch the left arm overhead. Lower the right leg, left hand back under the head. You're still floating the head off the mat. Float the left leg up. Stretch your right arm out. Little pelvic curl so it takes it out of the low back. Lower left leg, right hand back, and lower down. You'll keep the forearms on the mat this time. Still stacked underneath the head, a little pelvic curl, elongate the low back towards the feet. Inhale, lift the head, the chest up, your gaze stays at the hands. Now the gaze comes forward just above your mat, so you're keeping the back of the neck long. You're going to stretch the right arm out to a T. The palm is facing somewhat forward and down. So you get that right thumb kind of up towards the ceiling. And then stretch the left arm out. Reach out through the pinkies so you get those arms to straighten. Reach up through the crown of the head and forward so you take it out of that mid and lower back and use those upper spinal muscles. Now you're going to pulse the back of the hands back like you were squeezing your shoulder blades towards each other. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the right elbow under your forehead. Bend the left elbow. Plant the hands. Glue them to the head. Hold up a little higher. 3, 2, 1, and lower down. For your stretches today, your left hand, you can keep your left hand underneath your forehead and grab the right foot or maybe the shin. You want to keep your knees in line with each other so they're parallel. And focus on your hip bones and pubic bone equally pressing into the mat so you get a right thigh stretch. Option here to lift the head, the chest up, and you can bring the left forearm a little more in front of you so you get a little more opening into the chest. Pubic bone presses down, and notice how that intensifies the stretch. 3, 2, pull the right knee in towards the left leg just a little. 1 more. If you brought the head up, lower it down and release the right leg. Notice the difference between the two sides. Let's equal it out. Bring that right hand underneath the forehead. Bend the left knee and grab for that left foot. You're going to press the left foot into that left hand. Notice that left shoulder. Make sure it stays open. And option to lift the chest up, push into the right forearm and pull it towards the chest so you get a little more lift into your spine extension. Can you draw your right shoulder back so you keep the shoulders squared forward? Pull the left knee in towards the right leg. With each exhale breath, Think of those front ribs pulling back towards the spine, and notice how much more integrity is in that hold. With each exhale breath, pulling the front ribs back. Good work. Breathe, never holding. Release the head down, release the left leg. Push yourself back into child's pose or shell stretch. Releasing the low back, send your tailbone and sit bones towards your heels. As you push into the hands to assist dropping the tail even more and lengthening out through the low back. Slide the arms back towards the hips as you roll the spine up. And roll the shoulders back. Inhale, circle the arms up overhead, palms to touch. Can you lengthen out from your seat up through the fingertips? And exhale, circle down one more time. Inhale, lift the arms, lengthen up. Maybe you lift those hips and you reach up out through the knees. Exhale, lower the hips down, lower the arms. And that completes our class for today. Thank you for joining. Have a wonderful day.